welcome to the channel. I am Bani and today we will be talking about the free medical services in Canada. So today you'll get to know exactly how can you avail those services, how can you start having those free medical benefits once you land in Canada. So we'll be talking about all of that. So let's begin. So first of all, I am in Toronto in Ontario province. So the card, which is the free medical card, is known as OHIP here. So that is the term used here for the free medical card. Like again, there are different steps to it. So the first thing that we'll talk about is how really you can get the card. So once you land here and you're done with the other formalities like finding a house and then getting your PR card and all of that, then I would advise you to visit Service Ontario. This is like a service office here in Ontario and it will be there in all other provinces as well. So it's like Service Canada offices. So you will go there. It's like a walk-in, meet the assigned person there and then talk to that person, tell them that you are here on PR or you're a student or whatever is the reason for you to come here, maybe a refugee or for asylum or whatever. You're looking for the free medical card. So they'll take all your details. Now they will be needing some of the documents. Those are your COPR, your SIN number, your passport, your PR card, and if you don't have the PR card, I mean it is not like delivered to your address, that's totally fine. But if you have it, do take it with you. Your driving license, if you have it, even if you have cleared G1, and your rent agreement, which is very important. So basically you have to take a proof exactly where you're living. Your proof of living here, so that you have to take it because your card will be posted, will be delivered, will be couriered to the place where you're living. So don't really go to the Service Ontario office once you're living in Airbnb, like a temporary place. Don't go there. That's one thing. The time limit before you can access your free medical services are 3 months. So you cannot really, if you are ill or something before 3 months, you have to bear the expenses or you have to get the insurance or you have to get the medicines from India. Those are the only options you have. So try to be safe for 3 months and then these services you can avail after that. So in our case, after a month or so, once we were done with all the hassle and everything, like finding a job, finding a house, getting the PR card, the SIN number and all of that, then we went to the Service Ontario. Because I'll tell you something, even if you go after 2.5 months or even if you go after 1 week landing here, you will get your card only once you've completed 3 months. So like 1 or 2 days before you've completed the 3rd month, and you'll only be able to avail those free medical services from the 3rd month. Like we landed here on 23rd of July and I could avail my services from 23rd of October. Now what's really covered in this once you get your medical card are all the appointments with the doctor, all the tests, excluding few of them, and then all the other services like meeting the doctor, maybe like all the tests like blood test, urine test, ultrasounds and all of those are covered, the basic ones. Also the surgeries are included, excluding few stuff. Now things which are not covered here are the dental services. Some of them and with some conditions may be included, but mostly dental services are not included in the free medical card. So people who can really avail these services are obviously the citizen who is a citizen of Canada, a person who is a permanent resident of Canada, a student, then a person who has the work permit. Also the refugee, the people who have done asylum, even they can avail the services. Okay, now let me talk to you about once you have the card after 3 months, like 2 to 3 days before you've completed 3 months. So now what you really have to do is, there is this funda here, there is this rule here that every family or every individual should have a family doctor. Simple. So wherever you're living, what you have to do is go online, search family doctors near me. So you will get a list of it. It can be a long or a short list depending on the location, depending if you have family doctors around you or not, but there has to be some. So once you go online, you will just have to search family doctors near me, choose any one of them and then read the reviews. So whichever you think has good reviews and whichever you think, I mean there's no hard rule in it, so whichever you think, you should go for it. Just visit the office, the directions, the location, the phone number will be obviously given online. Visit them once you have the PR card, once you have the OHIP card, the free medical card. Tell them that you are a permanent resident or you are the newbie, you are the newcomer here and you're looking for a family doctor. There would be a receptionist there and you would be talking all this to a receptionist. Usse baat kar once you had a word with her, so she will take all your details. So there will be 2 conditions. Condition 1, she can enroll you in the system and she can enroll you with the family doctor. Alright. Condition 2 is that she already has a lot of backlogs of patients and they're not taking any more patients. So that's second thing. So in condition 1, if she takes you, good enough, she'll take your documents. Documents like, just keep these documents handy, like SIN number, PR card and all of that. But the most important document that she would need is the OHIP card, the free medical card that you will get. So take that along with you. She will register you, and then what happens, I'll come back to that. But let me tell you, if she does not really enroll you and if she tells you that we already have a lot of patients, so please look for another family doctor. Then same procedure, ghar jao, look for family doctors, read the reviews and go for another one. That's the only option you're left with. Once you're registered under any family doctor, what really happens now? So she will give you an appointment to visit the family doctor on a particular day and date as per your convenience and as per her availability. So once you go there, the family doctor will talk to you, will discuss few basic things with you, like what is your age and do you have kids, are you married? So basically she has to maintain your record, like this is one of the patient added to her tree, and then she'll have to maintain everything so that if there is any problem in future and stuff, she would know. Now the questions that she'll ask you are very basic. Did you ever had a blood pressure problem? And all the basic problems if you have it. Just give her all the information about you. Then she'll tell you to go for the few basic tests like the blood test, urine test and all of that. Just to check that if you have any problem or not. She'll check your weight, she'll check your height and everything. She'll maintain the whole record of it. These people, the family doctor, the clinics, they'll tell you to go for the blood test and the urine test. And obviously you're new, so you would not know where exactly are the labs and where exactly should you go and how is the whole procedure like. So you'll talk to the receptionist. She'll hand over you a pamphlet kind of a thing, or she'll give you the number that this is the lab test which falls near their location and you can go there. Obviously book an appointment first, I'll come back to that. You can go there and get your blood and urine test. So once you go there and get your test, that one day, once you have booked an appointment, so those tests will be directly sent to the family doctor, and then you will have to revisit the family doctor just to check if everything is really fine with you or not. This is the initial procedure that has to be done so that you are enrolled with a particular family doctor. Now how do you have to book the lab appointment is you have to go online. There are websites of different lab tests. You have to go online. It's very easy, very simple. Just follow the steps and get your appointment booked as per your convenience, and that's the only thing that has to be done. Now if you have any problem from cold, like minor problem, to something major, anything, you will have to first visit the family doctor, and only she'll assign you to different specialists, like maybe for the fracture, maybe for the pregnancy, maybe for anything major or minor. Yeah, but with minor stuff the family doctor can take care of you. Now supposedly if I go there and if I have cold and if I tell her that this is the symptoms and stuff and I have cold and shit, so then she would be like, she'll give you the medicines. Now the medicines are not included in the OHIP card. Medicines you'll have to buy from the, technically here we buy it from Shoppers Drug Mart. So there's this shop here, which everything you will get to know from your family doctor, so there is nothing to get afraid of, no need to panic about anything. Yeah, the medicine obviously you will have to go and buy it from your own money, but yeah, some points would be added to your OHIP card. And in some cases, little bit of discount can be given to you on medicines, but it is not free. The medicines are not free. So that's the last thing that I wanted to add in this. So I guess I've covered everything from getting a free medical card, OHIP in Ontario, to finding a doctor and to going to different tests. Still, if you have any doubts related to free medical services, or if there is anything related to the medical services here, you can get back to me in the comment section and I would be happy to help you. Also, all the videos related to IELTS, all the videos related to immigration to Canada, and all the videos related to traveling and fun things in Canada. So there are 3 different playlists on my YouTube channel. So you'll have to go search. So go search. There are n number of videos that can help you and you would be able to gain a lot of knowledge. And then if you have gained some knowledge from this video, then you know what to do. Like, share and subscribe. I will see you next time then. Okay, bye.